to Nimesh, figure out what the chatter is like on the street. Nimesh, so at least it's not that bad, right? In the morning, it looked like it would be a horrible down day, but relatively not too bad.
Oh, absolutely, Surbina. In fact, I would say it's a very matured reaction from the Indian markets today. Given the kind of global cues, we are pretty much in the green. And the heartening part is that the mid-cap index is bouncing back very strongly. The mid-cap index has recovered almost 2% from the intraday lows. A lot of individual names are buzzing in trade. And I would say, this recovery in the broader markets is backed by some bit of institutional buying as well. So while the overall flows are quite mixed yet, there is a bit of selling in large caps, but it's a small cap where there's a small nibbling happening from domestic funds as well as some large HNI investors as well. Remember, even yesterday there was a feedback that you will see a large DI number, and that turned out to be, and the feedback was that a couple of domestic funds did basket buying as well in yesterday's trade. I'm not too sure about today's large number, but at least there is small nibbling happening, is what I understand, in the broader market names from domestic as well as HNI investors. So that's the overall feedback. Technically, now 21,800 will act as a very strong support on the downside. That's a very important level to watch out for. And now 22,800 will act as a very strong resistance as well on the upside. In terms of sectors, today two specific sectors stands out in terms of institutional interest. One is banks. Select banks are well built, and some bit of interest seems to be back in the PSU names as well. So again, very selectively in both those sectors, but there is institutional interest in both those sectors, especially banks and PSU stocks.
Indeed, Nimesh. And what about stocks? What have you picked up?
So the first stock on my list is Kaynes Technologies. Well, the stock is under pressure today, despite the fact that there was an upgrade from a sell-side analyst. There are reports about an overseas acquisition as well. I understand largely the under pressure could be because of the fact that there is a buzz of a very large block coming in Kaynes very soon. So there could be a supply overhang, at least in the near term, on Kaynes Technologies. That's the first stock. The second stock is GMR Airports. Again, that stock has recovered sharply from the very recent lows. Stock is sharply seen a very sharp correction of late. And now at these levels, some bit of HN interest seems to be back. I understand a very large influential investor has started buying or nibbling into GMR Airports at current levels. So that's the second stock. Third, Jyoti CNC and India Cements. Both these names stood out for me because there are very small buy flows, but look at the reaction in both the names today. Jyoti CNC, last I checked, was up 16%, and so was India Cement up 12-13%. So even though there are very small buy flows, but at least the institutional interest is back in some of those mid-cap and small-cap cash stock names. So that stands out for me. And the last is Biocon. Within the pharma names, again, it's an extremely beaten down stock now, and now at these levels, some bit of HNI interest is back in Biocon. So that's the reason why even Biocon is buzzing in trade today.
All right, Nimesh, I'm waiting for to hear what I heard a month or so ago when you said, Nigel, today I'm sticking my neck out and the FIs will be buyers. It's been a while, Nimesh. Let's hope in the coming weeks we hear that again from you.
Well, Nigel,
it's been a long while.
The day I have a feedback, Nigel, I will tell you. I mean, again, this is all the feedback that I pick up from institutional dealers and sources. So the day it has to happen. See, yesterday I was quite confident that the DI number will be strong, and it turned out to be.
Bang on, Nimesh. Thanks a lot for that. Well, time to slip into a short break. Up next,